Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Let's go.
This one complete to his tight end fan. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. First and 10 now from the 36. Now they'll set up to throw. Pass to the tight end, Hurst. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to the air one more time. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
60 by 6.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They face second down and 7. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw, And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. Let go. Let go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. We'll try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Have the 60, have the 60. Unlock line.
One more time with Walker. A second effort, and he is in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Panay Wanwu now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Williams in motion.
All right.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
Pick it up.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, son. West right sit. Right.
Fields operating out of the pistol. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. We're good. Eleven. Tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Cup in motion. Now this looks like a design run. What a job on the design run. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner. And we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Here we go, set, ready.
Stafford fired. Good cut. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Now Walker. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment.
79 Broncos. Check go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Delta. Here we go. You got a mini basic. Why not? Right.
They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, son. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Open man, left side, he's got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Alpha. Right.
A 1st down throw for Fields. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On the give, it's Edwards. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker.
Here we go.
Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. You got a mini basic. Why not?
Gray brought in motion.
Right.
2nd down. It's Fields. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Alpha. Bunch right.
They send Godwin in motion.
Right.
And this is is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Jets are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Cup in motion. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The tight end Fant in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Johnson. Here we go. Go.
Now, Fields. Godwin working the right side. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Test, much right. Right.
Fields from the gun on third down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's fielded at the 7. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's a design run. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go, son. EQ. Hey, can. Son.
First down. Fields. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go, son.
Second down and 3.
Tonight.
To throw is Fields. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
EQ. Here we go. Jump slams. Sit high.
Again, it's Edwards. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Hey, can. Here we go. Go.
Fields. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Here we go. Right.
On first and 10, Fields taking a shot downfield for 6. And the Seahawks are going to get the football at their own 23.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Go!
Cup in motion.
Check go!
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Tempo.
Here's a second and 6.
Go!
Now they'll set up to throw. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Red 80.
Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Isaiah Oliver brings him down.
Here we go.
Second down and 8.
Viking 18.
The tight end Fant in motion.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Come on. Ready.
Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
First and 10.
Hey, can. Right.
Edwards now on first and 10. He'll have a Jets first down as the tackle's made at the 23-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go. Angel. Right.
Fields from the pistol. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here we go, son. Hey, can. Easy. Tonight.
Fields now on second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here we go. Punch right. Easy.
They send Godwin in motion.
Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Tonight.
Fourth down, Fields. He's got his man, it's Smith. And he's going to have a Jets first down. That was something else. A big pickup on fourth and long to give him a new set of downs.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, 551.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Go.
Fields. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes third and 6.
Here we go, son. Hey, can. Hey, can. Right.
To throw is Fields. And on the left side, it's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, 551, 551. Say.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Edwards. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Hey, Can. Angel. Extend. Tonight.
Play action now for Fields. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Tiger, 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll run the toss with Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Cup in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Hey, Can. Madden. Right.
A 1st down throw for Fields. To the left side to Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. That's 35. Go.
Fields now to throw on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Fields from the gun on third down. This is caught at the 2. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jets.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Zerline's kick. Up and good. And the Jets are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
This is Walker. They'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there.
Ready, set. Let's go.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Tag! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Go!
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
70 Lions!
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.